step, something in my jeans. FOI, NOI, you know that's the team, huh?
Well, let's go into the man himself, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the man that they deem a hate teacher, the man that they deem a racist. Let's go into his words and what he has to say himself about white people. The media will never show you this one. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, "It is not the color of the white man." Let me say that again. It is not the color of the white man. That's the problem. It's the mind. Again, it's the mind of the white man. That's the problem. The color can live forever if God wants it to do so. But first, the mind, again, the mind of white supremacy has to be destroyed. Now, reading that right there, is that a racist remark? See, we're not necessarily talking about the skin, but we're talking about that mindset of white supremacy. That mindset to, hey, I'm going to go steal your name. Because they stole our names during slavery. That's why we walk around with Smith. That's why we walk around with Jones. That's why we walk around with Jefferson. We walk around with these last names that we have because during slavery, we lived on the Jefferson plantation. We lived on the Jones plantation. We lived on the Johnson plantation. So that's why today we hold these names. And again, to take a name from somebody, because you can say, well, what's the significance of a name? Well, the name is what denotes the function of a thing. Right now, I'm talking on a microphone. If you look up the etymology of a microphone, it will tell you its function. The same with a computer, the same with a car, because a name denotes the function of a thing. So the slave master knew this. He knew our names would tie us to our culture. He knew our culture would tie us to our morals and our traditions. So he wanted to take this from us so he could strip us of what was in us that made us civilized. Again, to strip somebody of their name, to strip somebody of their culture, their traditions. We wasn't even allowed to worship our God. We wasn't allowed to worship what we worship in Africa, where we came from. So they stripped us of our name, language, culture, God, morals, traditions, way of life. Is that the works of someone who is righteous? Is that the works of someone who is good? No, that's the work of a devil. That's why when we're talking about the white man, we're not necessarily talking about, again, skin. We're talking about the mind of white supremacy. Our people killing each other in the streets. You got our people gang banging, and we kill each other with no remorse. We stomp off the heads of our daughters or sons, and we pop them like it's nothing. Right there, that's the mind of white supremacy. To kill a nigger, to see each other as a nigger, to see that woman, that beautiful black woman, as a bitch. Right there, that's the mind of white supremacy. So in the Nation of Islam, under the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we are not here to hate white people. We are not here to hate you because you got white skin. That would be wicked. And that's how we would catch ourselves back to where we are today. Because you would always have wickedness on earth. But the goal of the Nation of Islam is to establish righteousness on earth.